All right. It's the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Should Diddy, and in the house I got with me C-Brew, the artist. What's going on with you, boss man? How you doing tonight?
Man, look, I am decent. I'm decent. Like, I traveled a long way. I actually seen some folks turn up tonight that made the trip worth it. You know what I mean?
So where you traveling from?
All the way from Delaware, from 302.
Oh man, shout out to Delaware in the house.
Like 6.5 hours. But it's cool because they give you 6.5 hours to just listen to music and just tune in. You know what I mean? Like, just really vibe with some music. Like,
Okay. So what brought you to Fayetteville?
music.
I mean, like you traveling and just stopping different places?
I
or
traveled.
You went straight to Fayetteville?
I networked. It was some folks. Shout out Kavi and T. You know what I mean?
Shout out, Kyle.
He reached out to me. I mean, I've been watching, bro. I've been watching him for a while. Like, you know what I mean? I know that we've had a distance between us, so I ain't really jump out there, you know what I mean? Like, right in front of him, like, hey, I'm right around the corner. But, you know what I mean? I've managed to just stick around, watch this grind develop from time to time, man. You know what I mean? It just so happened to been one of those days where he just must have been like, you know what, God told me to hit C-Brew the artist up and just been like, bro, come down here. So yeah, I'm ready to take that trip down to North Carolina. It'd be my first time actually putting my feet and planting my feet in North Carolina. It'd be the first time taking my music to North Carolina. It'd be the first time just planting the seed in North Carolina. And, you know, I just needed to, bro, on everything. I just needed to take that ride. Like,
Well, you definitely turned up tonight.
yeah, man, I appreciate that.
And so, how did you feel about the crowd's reaction to your performance and your music? Now, how did that make you feel tonight?
The first thing that I look for is crowd participation. They only gonna participate if you show them some attention. I showed them some attention, and I actually said something to them that they relate to, and I just started seeing heads turning toward me. Like, and I said, you know what? Okay, I see the faces now. I see the eyes. I got to deliver now. So it was more like they see me. They was interested. They heard the beat. They was vibing. And I said, mind your business. And they was like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, that definitely caught the crowd. And, you know, I was watching from the opposite side of the stage. So I'm seeing a different angle from what you're seeing. And all I'm seeing is the back of heads bobbing and people dancing. And, like, especially like you said, when you first said mind your business, everybody was like, oh, ish.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, how long have you been doing music?
I've been in it for about a good 11, like double digits, 11 years. But in those 11, I'm gonna say 11, 12 years, in those 11, 12 years, I just been becoming more versatile as an artist. I'm not just a regular walk into a studio and lay raps down type of artist. I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a rap artist, I'm a jazz artist, a soul artist, I'm an engineer, I'm a photographer, I'm a graphics designer. I get into a lot of different things, so I started building up, you know what I mean, my work effort and stuff between each, you know what I mean, theme, each title of work, you know what I mean, between photography and engineering music and being a performing artist and becoming a artist that promotes himself and distributes and so on and so forth. It takes time, and honestly, bro, there's not enough time in the world for us to become a great artist. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot to learn, and even over a certain amount of time, I'm still learning. Things still change.
Always.
You know what I mean?
It's a constant grind, it's a constant learning lesson every, you know what I'm saying, turn you take. So let me ask you, like with all the hats that you wear and a little bit of time in the day, like how do you find a way to A, stay motivated doing it, but B, like just stay dedicated to doing it.
Hey, bro, God sent you to ask me this question today.
Indeed.
I've been preaching this answer all day long. I take a look at my life. It's beautiful. Like, my life has been so genuine to the people who show me love, to the people who supported my business, to the people who's pushed me to be a better person, not just a person, but a better father figure, a better artist, a better businessman, a better motivational speaker, just a better cameraman, a better lawn care provider. Just looking at the amount of people who just push me and push me and push me, it's beautiful, bro. Like, I've been saying it for the past 2 days. I told my mom this last night. I said, look, sometimes life kick me while I'm down and it gets so depressing. But when I take a look at my life, man, it's so beautiful. Sometimes I can just cry, bro. You know what I mean? I've done some things that I didn't think I would do. I'm in North Carolina for the first time, stepping my foot in North Carolina and performing my music in North Carolina. Won't he do it?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And
you know what I mean?
Like, I admire that you stepped out on faith like that. You know, to take a chance, coming in 6.5 hours away from home, out of your comfort zone, to test the waters, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I preach to other artists the importance of networking and just, you know what I'm saying, putting in that extra effort. And so, like, this is your first time in North Carolina. So, have you been to any other cities and states since doing your music and just really trying to further yourself?
Shout out to my folks in Washington, D.C. Shout out to my folks over there in Baltimore. Shout out to all the folks in the 757. Hampton, VA, we gonna see y'all tomorrow, baby. Listen, all my folks in Hampton, VA, you know what I mean, out there on the beach. Listen, we gonna come see y'all tomorrow. Shout out to all the folks in Maryland, to the 410. I love y'all, man. Of course, Delaware is my state, so 302, man. Shout out to everybody in 302 that has open, you know what I mean, opportunities, open arms, and open doors for me. Shout out to everybody in 215 out there in New York, out there in Philadelphia, you know what I mean. Shout out to everybody in Jersey and all the way down to Atlanta, man. Like, C-Brew the artist is just not an in-state type of name, man. Like, that's why I said my life is so beautiful, man. It's just, I put great positive energy out. People feel it. They get attracted to that energy. I bring that energy, and it's just up from there. I'm the most humblest guy ever, man. Like, listen, tonight is just so beautiful, bro. It's just so beautiful. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I reached a milestone in my lifetime right now.
Well, I'm just honored to, you know what I'm saying, be here to witness it and everything like that. So now, you gave a shout out to Baltimore, DC, Philly, New York, Atlanta, like, and you're going to, you said DC tomorrow?
We're gonna stop in to my man Lyle out there by Power by Virginia in the 757.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Hampton. Shout out there in Hampton. You know, we got some folks out there only also. Ain't that only Virginia? Only.
So now, other than going to Hampton, Virginia tomorrow, like, are there any other cities and states that you plan on hitting before you get back home? Like, let people
God sent this man. Listen, the man upstairs here working mysterious ways, and he's working right now, man. If you're watching this, if you're going to watch this, if you haven't watched this, if you're going to watch this soon, listen, just let you know, just don't lose your faith. That man moves in mysterious ways. The only guy can do this. Yeah, man, listen, I'm going out to Wilmington, Delaware. I'm out there on the 8th. Shout out to Delaware, man. They definitely did with me heavy. I got 2 different venues in Delaware this month. Shout out to TJ Get Right. You know, I'm dealing with TJ Get Right out there on the 13th.
Okay.
So it's gonna be great. And I'm with Miss Benita from the Miss Benita Show, and we coming back down here to North Carolina on the 25th.
Okay.
On the 25th, it's a great Black historical moment in lifetime right now. You know, reparations is being, received. Certain folks is getting land. You know, people are giving back to the city and the state, to the people of North Carolina. You know, soon to have more landowners coming to North Carolina real soon. So I'll be back out here. It's gonna be a big event out here on the 25th. More details to come soon.
Okay.
Listen, 2023 is really just beyond genuine and beautiful. Like, I feel like if people are not taking advantage of 2023 right now,
Right. I agree with you.
watch this live and watch a real live testimony. Watch this video. This is a real live testimony, because that man will do it. Keep your faith. Just keep your faith. You know.
So I want to ask you real quick, and pardon me for interrupting. Now, you speak real highly, you know, just as far as your motivation and, you know, with the Lord and everything. So let me ask you this. I'm just going to kind of switch it up a little bit. On the days that you've been doing music and maybe things weren't going quite how you wanted it to with your music, like, how important was it at that moment that you relied on the higher power that be to just like, because I'm pretty sure that's what kept you from, per se, for lack of better words, quitting.
He has, man. Listen, this man has put me in different places, in different states, in different cities, hours away from home, hours away from my family, hours away from everybody who loved me. I'm talking like down to Atlanta, 11 and a half, 12 hours away from all of my immediate family. That man has put me in front of people that just mean good for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a lot of questions in life. It's a lot of trials and tribulations. You won't know the right answer until you answer.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely, I agree with you on
Sometimes, bro, there is no, you got a couple days to decide this, a couple weeks, you got a month or a year or a certain amount of time. Sometimes you just don't have that time. The right answer will come to you in that first instinct.
Right.
I get places, I sometimes I link with people and they say, hey, can you come here to Atlanta? Can you come here to Philly or New York? And I'm sitting here about like, well, I done checked the forecast. It's supposed to be snowing. It's supposed to be hailing, raining. You know what I mean? 117 degrees. You know what I mean? All types of stuff. And it just don't seem right to me. But some type of way, it's just, I take a deep breath, you know. I step back for a second and come back to reality, and I look at it again. It's like, is this going to benefit me or not? Is sitting in the house away from people going to get me closer to meeting people?
Right.
I'm pretty sure somebody in another state that wouldn't meet C-Brew the artist, that might like C-Brew the artist music. I'm never going to introduce myself to that person if I don't get up and get out.
That's true.
Put work in and put work out. That's to be a motto. I started following that motto for a while, so that led me to wanting to branch out and do other things. And as far as like engineering music, building my own studios and, you know, becoming my own businessman, which I let the music manifest my own lawn care business, man. Like I said, listen, when you get that phone call and he called, you need to pick up that phone call and make sure you receive that phone call, because if not, you're gonna miss opportunities if you don't answer that proper phone call. When that man started calling, when that man upstairs started calling, you need to pick up that phone call.
Definitely.
You know, and like I said, it's just been beautiful. I've just been graced with the opportunity to experience so many different things in so many different places with so many different people.
Right. Definitely. And let me ask you this real quick. For somebody out there right now that wants to rap and isn't sure like if it's for them, what would you offer them as a suggestion to take into consideration?
Yeah, it's funny you ask me that because all my older friends they used to tell me this. Listen, if you don't take yourself seriously, ain't nobody gonna take you seriously.
Indeed.
If you don't take your craft seriously, ain't nobody gonna look at you in that tight time. You might not have the best quality work to put out, but you can provide the best drive.
That's deep right there.
If you don't have $500 to pay for a music video or $100 an hour to pay an hour at a studio, if you don't have all of that, that's not saying that you can't be a successful artist. Figure it out a different way. That lane is just not for you. Another lane is sufficient for you. Just not that $100 an hour lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, get it some type of way. If you can't find another lane, establish your own. You know what I mean? Establish your own. Don't try to be like nobody else. Don't get what somebody else got. Don't try to be like the next man because that next man paycheck ain't yours. You know what I mean? That man might be able to sleep at night. That's not the same sleep that you share.
Right.
You know what I mean? That man can lay in his bed and be peaceful. That don't mean that's the same life that you living. Just be you, and it don't matter what you got going on. Just pursue it in your own time, in your own comfortability, in your own zone. Don't let nobody rush you.
Right.
The wrong people will peer pressure you into doing things that you're not ready for, doing things that you can't afford.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
You out here trying to be Jay-Z and really at home you Barney Rubble. You know what I mean? You living like Fred Flintstone. Just stop trying to be like everybody else, man. Sometimes things will work out for you just because of your heart, not because of how green your money is or how blue your bills are.
Right.
That's game.
Definitely some jewels drop right there. So let me ask you this question then. With all the different music that's out right now, what steps do you take to keep from falling into any kind of similar or similarity type comparisons to some of the artists that you listen to and the type of music that you listen to, and that may or may not inspire you musically?
To be honest, simply, bro, listen, when I get in my vehicle, I turn that radio on.
Okay.
That gives me the motivation to be better. Honestly, I hear all the time I hear these industry artists, this industry artist this industry artist that. They got fighting here, that person pregnant, this person doing this, that person got drafted, so on and so forth. But who pays attention to their own kids and their own successful people in their own communities? You know what I mean? I look to the people around me. You know, when I listen to the radio, that make me want to make better music because I know that I stay 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 minutes away from artists that can make songs better than that. You know what I mean? I be around artists that can do better work than the stuff that we see on, you know, these big name platforms and stuff. Like, I believe in my community. I believe in the people in Maryland. I believe in the people in Delaware. and I make sure I try to support as much as I can. I'm only but one person. Everybody watch and listen. It's only one C-Brew the artist, baby. I'm sorry if I can't get to everybody. I will eventually. You know what I mean? I will eventually, but I can only do but so much, you know. And don't get me wrong, half the time I listen to everybody else's music more than I listen to my own music. I've been listening to other music all the way to North Carolina. I drove 6.5 hours. I didn't even play my music till I hit the parking lot. Like, come on, man. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, honestly.
So, now you do engineer work.
Yeah.
So do you also like produce your own music?
Yes. All of my music. If I'm not producing, I'm directing my videos too.
Okay.
I write. Like I said, even music videos. Not even just my own videos. I even been directing a couple other artists' videos down in Delaware.
Okay.
You know, and it's just I don't be trying to stick my hand out asking for money. It's just the passion to create. You know what I mean? I am a creator who creates. Like, honestly, and it's not about the money to me. It's just about having a legacy, having something to leave behind, having something to forever lean on and look at. You know what I mean? I want to leave my thumbprint in the universe. That might be a big statement because the universe is a big place. If you leave a thumbprint in the universe, that takes up some space. It takes up some space in the universe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make my mark. So it's
Most definitely. And it's interesting that you say that because earlier today when my radio show came on for the Infotainment, that's one of the things I had touched on during that show is like working on your legacy. You know, leaving something that puts a positive influence on the world, you know, as far as the lines that I was talking on and everything. So I want to ask you, like, what is the message that you're trying to get out there to the people with your music?
honestly, there is one word I can build on,
Okay.
and it's called community.
Most definitely.
I build on community because there is another word inside community that people overlook, and it's unity. Your voice ain't as loud when you're trying to talk and yell by yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
It takes a tribe, it takes a nation, it takes a brotherhood, a sisterhood. It takes a collective of people to have a voice. My message to folks is to stick together, work hard, understand, build and destroy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that I would like to get out to people because a lot of people they're led by the wrong messages.
Right.
You know what I mean? These people nowadays are led by messages from music to deal with drugs and to deal with fast women and buy cars and necklaces, and they think that's all to life. They see us people out here doing radio shows or being at showcases or performing live at parties or just being on the road, and they think it's all sedity, everything fine, and nah. Nah. This is some real stuff being sacrificed. You know what I mean? We got funds. We got our financial situations invested into our passions. You know what I mean? 6.5 hours ain't really something that I'm new to, but it don't cost you $5 to get 6.5 hours. It costs you some money to get the 6.5 hours. Not only to, but and back. So, you know what I mean? You got to invest into yourself. You got to invest into yourself. That goes off of if you don't take yourself seriously, people not going to take you seriously. It goes into that also. You're going to have to invest into yourself. I invest willingly, knowingly, and you know what I mean, just full force. I'm with it. If I don't invest into myself, then how can I convince the people to invest into me?
True indeed. Definitely.
You know, it could be my last dollar, my last dime. If I got $5 on my Cash App, Google Ads getting $2.50 of it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, $10 in my pocket. YouTube getting $5. You know what I mean?
Indeed. You gotta invest. Like, it's so important. And a lot of people, I come from an era before the get it out the mud area. An era, you know what I'm saying, where like we was like grinding. I'm 44. So like that's a lot of years. So now
y'all CDs.
We had tapes.
Cassette tapes.
We
Y'all double tapes.
We still had wax, records, vinyls back then. Like there wasn't no MP3 players.
Radio Raheem, they was walking around, you know.
So, like, what stages have you seen music transition through? And like, what direction do you think music is going to start going in, if you can guess?
My transition, I got an old soul. I don't know if my mom put headphones on her belly while she was pregnant with me or something, but I'm like Al Green, BGs,
Okay.
Shy Lights, you know what I mean, High Tops. I'm Patti LaBelle, you know what I mean, I'm old, Shy. If I ever fall love fans out there, you know what I mean. Keep sweating fans out there, you know what I mean. Yeah, I come from that old school era, and I'm not gonna lie, man. This era nowadays, I'm starting to see a lot of sampling. People are starting to sample a lot of years from back, and you know, honestly, I'm raw. I'm protecting sex right now. I'm raw as ever. Listen, 50% of y'all who sampling only I. The other 50% of y'all who sampling music and doing music with these samples, y'all not delivering the way that y'all supposed to. I hear people who carry the vibes of their samples all the way through. The melodies, the tempo, the energy and everything. And some of y'all other dudes, y'all just drill rapping over top this hot music, this, you know what I mean, this old Gerald Levert. Y'all done put it down. Like, nah, listen, I don't want to hear that no Gerald Levert. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all gonna carry some old school vibes and so on and so forth, keep it like that. But like I said, I'm raw. Only 50% of y'all only doing this. The other 50% of y'all keep grinding and stuff and keep producing and keep rapping on these and keep engineering and mixing and distributing these hot songs for us to listen to. You know what I mean? Cause I've heard some hot samples, bro.
Yeah.
I've heard some hot samples, and some samples is just like, you got something new. Like, yeah.
True, dude. So, if you weren't doing music, what do you feel like you would be doing in life?
Chasing my smile. A lot of people probably don't understand what I mean. From Delaware, listen, when I say chasing my smile, that means I'm pursuing my purity. I'm going after what makes me happy. I'm just stepping forward, and I'm all into what makes me smile. I like getting in touch with my country boy. I like the four-wheelers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like the go-karts. I like being in the country field. I ride bikes. You know what I mean? Wheels up, guns down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everything. I ride motorcycles. You know what I mean? Especially, like I said, I get down with the four-wheelers and stuff. I get my hands dirty. I'm a grease monkey.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not an average city boy at all. Like, yeah, I work a 9 to 5. Yeah, I'm all in with it. I'm a real live human being at the end of the day that go through real live human being issues. So I just like doing stuff that help me unattach. You know what I mean? From time to time, I like just stepping away back. I like stepping away from reality and get to my own mechanical world. You know what I mean? With the sockets and the tape measures and the oils and the gasolines and the, yeah.
Okay. So, with your music, if you can see into the future, on a hypothetical, where do you feel you'll be at or be doing with your music in, say, the next 5 to 10 years?
Where I'll be at with my music, I feel like I'm gonna be able to have a lot more people play my song and not only move their head and vibe to it, but smile to it. You know, I could be in the same place 5 or 10 years from now. I could be in the same place. That's fine. A pure smile is worth any amount of money. I don't care if I can make $2 in 10 years off of one song. I don't care about that. You know how many genuine smiles that my song has developed? You know how many kids was rocking out and look at me some type of way because of that one song? You know what I mean? You know how my community can really deal with me and just support me because of that one song and so on. I don't care about the money. That stuff is evil. Like that money stuff is evil. Like I'm just into the purity. Like I said, I invest into myself. I can get my money back off the music and stuff. I'm not pressed. I don't want to be a money vulture when it comes to this stuff. I don't want to be attracting greedy people in my atmosphere. You know what I mean? I don't want them sharks around my spirit at all. You feel me? I don't, like, all the time. Like, but I'll be in another state 5 or 10 years from now. I'm not going to be in Delaware, I can tell you that. But I'm still going to be representing 302, though, everywhere I go. Catch me in another state, probably in Atlanta, probably in Baltimore, probably in D.C., probably in North Carolina, back in Fayetteville, dealing with Cobby and T. We don't know, but we're going to look back on this video 5 to 10 years from now. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So, before we get out of here, tell the people where to find you at on social media, and as well as finding your music and what platforms you're on.
This is my favorite part of the interview because this is the quickest. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I experienced some stuff tonight I didn't like. You know, somebody asked me for my information. I told my name, and he was like, "Oh, that's not coming up. I put in underscores." Listen, type in your search bar. It don't matter if you're using AOL, Yahoo, Google, Gmail, Safari. Use pigeons. I don't care. A note to the feed. Whatever. Smoke signals. Whatever you gotta do. Go on your search bar. Type in C-Brew the artist. C-Brew the artist. I'm on every streaming platform. I'm actually on every platform. I got an online store where I sell t-shirts, where I'm supporting autism, I'm supporting breast cancer, and a whole bunch of other foundations as well. I got my ladies. I got music on TikTok, if that helps. You know what I mean? You can dance to it too if you like. You know, yeah. Hey, kids, any kids watching this? I'm famous on Instagram. Not really, but you will see. And go follow me. C-Brew the artist. I'm worldwide, man. That's C-Brew the artist. I'm sorry, I didn't think they heard C-Brew the artist. Some said I felt like I didn't say the guy. I didn't think that they heard it. You know what I mean? But I still.
The ones in the bike might not. Tell them again. Tell them again.
C-Brew. Yeah. C-Brew. C-Brew. The artist. That's in any search bar. It don't matter what search bar it is. It doesn't matter. We're not putting specifications on this specific search bar. It's any search bar. It don't. Hey, if you're in China, search by it. You know what I mean? Whatever. Everybody, different content. Whatever. Search bars. Any search bar. C-Brew the artist, man.
Now you kind of answered my next question before I even got a chance to ask it. So I want to retouch it. Now, you said that you mentioned a couple of causes. So you mentioned autism and whatnot. So let's go back to that and tell the people like where some of your focus causes are. You know, that you back and stand behind and feel are important as far as awareness for the people.
Some is really autism. Autism the most. I really got some friends. I really got some other artists. I really got not blood biological, but I got some family members that have kids who have certain conditions. You know what I mean? Even folks with breast cancer, I support the Breast Cancer Foundation, and sickle cell also. I got into it because it's you just be surprised, bro. Like you could be anywhere and see anybody at any given situation, at any given time. A shopping center, a gas station, a mall, a water park, a poultry plant. It don't matter. A person can be anywhere and you can just think that they're a regular person. Right. The whole time they really got this war that they battling and you would never know it. Right. But they look just like you. They work and perform just like you. You know what I mean? They don't show no difference. You know what I mean? Like I got friends who used to travel with me and stuff with the music and stuff, and you wouldn't even thought that they was really sick the whole time, and they really is holding on for dear life. You know what I mean? And they supporting you with it. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said about that beautiful life, man. Right. Like I'm the most grateful. I'm the most humble. Yeah. I don't know. It's beautiful. Listen, everybody. You ain't different. You the same. You know what I mean? You the same as us. We don't see you as no different. It don't matter if you tall. Don't matter if you short. You fat. You skinny. You got Dalmatian spots. It don't matter if you got glasses. It don't matter. We all the same. It's like I said. It's unity in the community, and people are not going to understand, and they don't come together. And even in the word unity, you can have like 5 different people who represent 5 different things. One person of a different race, one person of a different culture, one person of a different health background. You know what I mean? You bring everybody together, and that's unity. You know what I mean? Definitely. Beautiful unity.
Well, C-Brew, it's an honor to sit here and chop it up with you. Like, you dropped a lot of jewels, and you know, I definitely believe that somebody that's going to view this interview is going to take something positive from this. It's going to influence and motivate somebody out there to want to be better, you know what I'm saying, as a person, artist, you know, somebody involved with the community and whatnot. And I just want to thank you for taking this moment to chop it up with us. You know what I'm saying, here on the Infotainment. And also, I appreciate you coming down to North Carolina for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely glad that you felt welcomed, and you know what I'm saying, that you got the reception that you deserve as an artist, as well as, you know what I'm saying, a human being. Because down here, you know what I'm saying, in Fayetteville, we try to show as much love to our guests and extended family. So you are extended family to the Ville, to 6. So,
Facts.
you know, anytime you want to come back, hey, come on down.
I'll be back on the 25th. On the 25th.
Most definitely. So
we're gonna do this ribbon cutting down here in North Carolina for this property.
Word.
It's only up. It's only up.
So definitely make sure you tap in with us, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Let us know so
Definitely.
you know we can catch up with you and see what's new going on in between these little times, because things are always happening. So you know what I'm saying, we definitely wanna keep up with your progress and watch you succeed even more than you already are. And so man, hey, appreciate you again. You know what I'm saying, for coming on tonight for Infotainment. I am your host, Sugar Diddy. I got C-Brew the artist. C-Brew the artist in the house with us. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor and a pleasure. And, you know, keep doing your thing, boss man. And we out of here.